Welcome back to another devotional video. Today is April 28th. We are reading from the A Daily Devotional Mission Possible book by Tim Tebow and A.J. Gregory. Again, today is April 28th, and the title of today's devotional is Make Yourself Available. A little tired, so bear with me. Might yawn once or twice. Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8. I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send? And who will go for us? Then I said, Here am I, send me. When we think of abilities, most of us think of things that steal the limelight. A musician performing on stage, an orator who can engage a crowd without much effort, or a preacher traveling the globe and sharing the good news. But there are many abilities that don't require showcasing or a degree from an Ivy League university. One of the greatest abilities we have is our availability. When we live in a space of availability, we are attuned to God's prompting. We meet a need that is brought before us, we listen, we encourage, we say yes. Isaiah was a prophet when the nation of Israel was in a state of turmoil. At the time, the northern kingdom was taken captive. The Assyrians were attacking the southern kingdom. Isaiah prophesied the fall of Israel as well as the restoration of God's people in the future. When Isaiah received this vision, he responded, Here am I, send me. He made himself available even though the future was bleak. The outlook didn't matter as much to the prophet as who was in control. Be open to changes in your schedule, plans, and preferences, and pray for the courage and the strength to be aware of opportunities, to serve and love God and others, and take those opportunities. How do you exhibit availability in your day? I think, for me, that's kind of something I'm struggling with. Not being nervous about making myself available because I want to be available, but I'm not putting myself in the right spot to be available. I don't necessarily, I don't put myself in the right places. Not that it's bad places, but it's just not where God would want me at that moment, And I think that's a big thing that people struggle with because they want to know what's going to happen and, how it's going to go down. They want to know every detail because that's a human nature thing. But, God doesn't tell us what's going to happen in our walks because okay, then it's not me doing it because I love God. It's me doing it for the reward. It's just like going to church just to be there. You're just punching the time clock. But that's what I have for that. So how do you exhibit availability in your day? That's another daily devotional. I'll be back tomorrow with April 29th. Thank you for listening.